Today marked the end of an era for TRU athletics. It was the last day on the job for athletic director Ken Olynyk before easing into retirement. Olynyk says he woke up today with mixed emotions, knowing that he'll be going to the office for the last time.
The thought I had this morning was, well, I probably could have worked till I was 70. You know, I mean, I like what I do. I mean, I love what I do, but I just thought it was time.
Ken Olynyk has been the athletic director at Thompson Rivers University since October of 2003. He led the athletics department from Canadian College to CIS, now U Sports.
Well, at that time, we were CCAA. I knew that the referendum passed November 1st or 2nd. I don't know the exact date for the Tournament Capital Center. So I knew we were going to have great facilities. So the idea was to try and move all of our teams, make application to Canada West and the CIS at the time, and see if we could move our athletic programs into what would be considered the highest level of competition for Canada.
It started with basketball and volleyball. The transition wasn't easy. For 5 years, the programs were in CIS on probation, required to meet some strict criteria before being granted a full permanent status.
You know, normally, you know, probation is 3 years, and I used to make the joke in the meetings that, you know, if I was a murderer, I would have had to serve less time than I had to serve here on probation. But it was a little bit daunting.
One thing that worked in TRU's favor was Olynyk's experience at the University of Lethbridge and then the University of Toronto. He knew the inner workings of Canada West and U Sports. Under Olynyk's leadership, the Wolfpack have been leaders in international recruiting.
I know that in Canada West, we were the forerunner. I know that maybe across the country, we're close to the forerunner. And I believe, because people have told me, that, you know, they have altered how they look at international students and what they can offer because of TRU. You know, it's like the international is the TRU rule, so to speak.
In Olynyk's 14 years as AD, Sun Devil and Wolfpack teams have won a Canadian College Championship in men's basketball, medaled in U Sports volleyball and soccer, and hosted U Sports nationals in men's volleyball and soccer.
The one thing that I'm very proud of is that we are a U Sport member. We are a Canada West member. That was the goal. We accomplished that. I think that that's probably what I would be most proud of, is the fact that we accomplished that goal. And not only have we accomplished it, but we now are someone, I think, we host great championships.
Now, as he moves into retirement, Ken Olynyk will have more time with his family, wife Arlene, daughters Jesse and Maya, and son Kelly. So what's the first thing on the bucket list?
I've never written out a bucket list, but I think one of the things I'd like to do before my son leaves the NBA is I'd like to see him play in every venue and that the NBA has a franchise in.
A replacement for Ken Olynyk is yet to be named, but whoever it is, he'd offer this advice.
I think you have great people and get to know them and let them do their job, and make sure that you are entwined within the university, that you know who's in the university. We've been very, very fortunate. We've had great relationships with all the academic units, and I think that's something you want to maintain.